Previously on Kell on Earth.
Obviously, it's not working out. I think that you'll find another place that is going to be better fit for you.
Nobody could have gone into the situation and survived unless you're Superman who took amphetamines every day.
Robin, Emily, and I go to London for the 25th anniversary of London Fashion Week because we're going to be producing fashion shows while we're there.
This is my daughter's father.
Hi.
We get the charming European daddy. And Laurie and we hang out together like we're totally married, but we never even lived together with our baby.
With senior staff in London, we were all at like breaking point.
Oh my God. My workload tripled. I feel like I'm just like constantly trying to keep my head above water.
What, Eva?
Good morning.
Okay, this is kind of a cute look. You look cute. What do you think about the shirt? It's good for Jeremy, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Laurie and I have a very European type of relationship, which is, I don't know, like, we don't live together, we never live together, so sometimes when we're together, we pretend that we're together, even though we're really not together. There aren't that many people that I'm close to. Anytime I can love him and be loving and be close with him, I'm really grateful. I'm gonna like just close my eyes and remember the moment for the rest of my life. Oh my God! It looks awesome! I just ripped the front of my t-shirt. Did you see that?
It looks much better.
It looks cool, right? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Today's Jeremy Scott's fashion show. We have a 10 o'clock call time, which is the witching hour. If you work in fashion, that's really brutally early. So the girls and I have to head out to go to work, as is usual with the Power Chicks. There you go. The girls are in so much. Love you. All right, I'll see you, okay? We just need these to be stacked on top of each other. She's got a great body, no?
We're so happy that you made it to the show this morning. We heard
Today's our last day in London, and this is going to be our last event at London Fashion Week, and we're producing the Jeremy Scott Fashion Show.
Very rodent. Jeremy's an avant-garde fashion designer who is also a great pop artist in his own right, really.
What are you wearing, Cole?
Like this Speedo that's
No way.
yeah, one leg pull. So like if it comes untied,
You're just gonna be hanging out on the runway.
What are you telling her about cross-dressing?
Oh my God. Check out the hair, it's amazing.
Jeremy's theme was Flintstones, and so it was very unique, very different, but very Jeremy. He always has a theme to his show.
When we go for sound, we'll have the back of the upstage wall lit. What color do you want? For Jeremy, we're producing every element of his show, from the lighting to the music to the models to the hair and makeup people. Can you guys stop talking and listen to me so we can do this fast? I just want to just do one really quick run through. You're going to just come out once, and then you're going to go right back to hair and makeup and dressing and everything you have to do, okay? Go for the girl. Don't do lighting. Lighting, don't you dare do that without my approval.
Sometimes Kelly can come across as abrasive because she's a tough woman, and you have to be tough sometimes with people in this industry, because if you don't, people will walk all over you.
Lighting, that rollout. I'll be on clear-com with you. If the girl's on the catwalk, roll out with her, okay? But don't push too quick like the other time, okay? It's my job to sit there and, like, basically bang him over the head into submission to do what I want, because it's the designer show. It's not the lighting guy show.
I'm somewhat concerned about what was going on in the New York office. Final preparations for an upcoming event was supposed to be happening. And I don't think it actually was, because it was pretty quiet in the office.
I'm just gonna keep I'm gonna check in at this.
Okay.
When you put the inventory number in at the bottom, you'll say that.
So in the Shane, we have all these different colors.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Can you compare?
Yeah.
She's crazy.
Yeah, actually, she sent it to you too.
To me?
Yeah, you're on this email too.
Emily and I, like, we understand each other, like, as people, but working together, we're still, like, figuring it out.
The thing is, like, we don't know what we're doing. You don't know these accounts. You know, like we're both kind of like blindly doing this stuff.
Emily sent email complaining about how we're not getting everything done for the INA event this week.
I hate this. She's just defending the mistakes.
You know, picking up the slack for like a lot of people. I was exhausted, and I don't deal well with like all caps emails, and I don't deal well with like just constantly like negative, because it's like, why am I gonna even do anything for you? Jeremy does these one-off collaboration bags. They're always kind of a highly coveted item with editors because he only makes them for the show and has them sitting in the front rows. Right before the show, people were coming up that didn't have a front row seat and trying to just snatch one of the bags and run off.
Excuse me, can you please give me that bag back?
Robin and I were acting as bodyguards in the front row. It was a little crazy.
You guys are all lined up, right, Robin?
Girls, let's go.
Let's go to dark, please. And go for sound. And 8 seconds gentlemen. Robin, can you hear me? Go for the girl, Robin. This season, Jeremy Scott did the Flintstones. Jeremy's fun and powerful, and he's theatrical, he's entertaining, and he's a genius. The fashion fans go crazy for him. It's just comical. I spend a lot of time living in this world that's dedicating itself to the pursuit of beauty and glamour. And meanwhile, I'm like wearing all black, lip gloss, and tabby toe socks. Jeremy Scott is badass. I mean, he's brave, and his shows are always really well thought out.
Great job. Thank you. Great job. It looks fantastic.
I worked together with Kelly for a long time. I love working with her because she has such a no-holds-barred attitude and get things done. And she's really genuine. She's got a heart and a soul, and she really does care about what she does and the people around her.
That show is awesome. It's so cute.
We officially need to get garbage bags today. Robin, Emily, Kelly are all going to be back tomorrow. We knew that we had to have everything perfect when they came back because we didn't want them walking in the door being like, what the have you guys been doing for the past, 4 days, you know? Skinner was in, a hyper panic mode.
They have a server? I swear. It's like your parents coming back for vacation, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it just makes me nervous.
Everybody's going to be back. Everybody's going to be realizing that it wasn't a bad dream that they left the office in shambles.
Here comes our girl.
Hello.
Ciao, cara.
Look at those amazing shoes. They're so comfy. You can actually run and jump on it. Really? Look at her. They're amazing.
Because we were hired by the British Fashion Council to consult on their international image. It was important for us as the consultants to see as much as we could while we were there. So right after the Jeremy Scott show, we also have to make sure that we visit all of the new gen designers who were showing and selling their wares. Excuse me. What are you calling me for?
I want to know your opinion.
Okay. Is this your collection?
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. I'm Kelly. Hi. Nice to meet you. You want to know my opinion? That's just looking for trouble, isn't it, when you call me in?
Come back next season or not?
I think you need to merchandise differently. I think you should take all of these things away because they don't make any sense with the rest of what you're doing. So pull these all. Here, I'll show you. Watch what we do, all right? A collection is like a sentence. It's not a life story. This does not make sense in your story, so we have to edit. These have to go bye-bye. The Greek hand and I can go. It's played. And this stuff, you can buy this stuff anywhere now. Don't do that you can buy on the street for $5, okay?
That's real Python, I swear. It's real.
I know, I believe you, but it has to, make sense in your story.
Sometimes it can be a little embarrassing when Kelly does things like that, but she is an expert, so I think a young designer should definitely want her opinion.
You could do that. This doesn't go in this story. I mean, I get paid money to do that stuff. I was like being nice. That's my idea of being loving. Let me just do this like really cool kind of like metal. I don't know. I'm like, I'm editing their collection. I mean, it takes a long time to be able to learn all the tricks of what makes a brand go. And, you know, I thought that was a great lesson for her. Do you see what I'm saying? It looks like a different presentation. Looks great. Right? Oh my goodness. Every time I turn around, it's like another like Indian bazaar. Like, after the tour, we went out to dinner. Nice way of saying goodbye to London.
Is everyone hungry?
What?
What are the rules for how you're going to handle all of us? We'd like to get down to what the rules are. You said
When you speak, please, one at a time. Not all together, okay?
you got to work with what we've got. It's the end of London Fashion Week, and I'm really happy with the way things went. We really gave each of our clients a lot of attention. We went above and beyond our job.
Yeah, both wines were...
Cheers. Here's to our day.
Cheers.
Cheers, Papa.
Cheers.
I know how to say hi, how are you, I love you, goodbye, which is all you really need to know. But being in London with the L'Oreal was really amazing, but it's been a long fashion week. You know, I'm just happy to go home and see my kid. Hey, Nona. Ela and I want to just say goodnight to her.
Hello?
Hi.
Your grandfather is going to call you this weekend. AC. Okay?
L'Oreal and I have a very interesting relationship. We had to learn how to communicate. Most people do that over dinner and drinks. I, on the other hand, got pregnant, and so we had to do that with a child. And, you know, I don't know that many people that I have a kid with somebody, and then I could go, like, to a romantic dinner, but still not romantically be involved with him and, like, have him hang out with me and my girlfriends and just really enjoy all the good things about him.
You know we love you.
It's a very modern relationship.
I love you.
Love you, babe.
She's the cutest, man. You're spending way too much time on this. I've noticed it. She's endangering the agency and the clients that we represent. We're not making money. We're losing money. Oh, you look awesome, Ava.
If we can get this bathing suit today or first thing tomorrow morning, we just need to stock them. Okay?
Okay. I mean, the minute that she comes down today, I'll ask her.
Hi. I have to say I'm glad that we're all back together again.
The senior team is kind of settling back in, coming off of the end of London Fashion Week.
Hello, everybody.
Everything is going back to normal at the office.
Has the Wall Street Journal come out any other day with London Fashion Week coverage?
No, I don't think anyone's checked.
Thank you very much, Kenny.
Scanner, do you know how to use the FTP server? It's for the Harrods magazine. It's for Deborah Machant for her shoes. I just have exactly the shoes that they want. I just need it to get done sometime today.
When Robin, Emily, and Kelly were in London, it was really busy, but we didn't have, you know, this one being like, well, why didn't you do this? And another one being like, what are you doing? Why isn't this done? Blah, blah, blah.
Where's the Zadigan Voltaire monthly report?
The Zadigan Voltaire monthly report, I'm finishing.
I need it.
Well, I'm not done with it.
Well, that should be, like, a priority right now. Did you ever send that stuff to Betsy Berg that I asked at ICM a long time ago, remember? You were supposed to send her a copy of the video before she went on vacation, remember?
I never sent her anything.
You remember the conversation that we had, right? I went to meet ICM, and then I came back, and I said, we need to get stuff set up there because she's going to go on vacation, and she's going to be gone for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm getting, like, upset.
But I never had this conversation with you about...
Yeah, we did.
Betsy.
I actually remember it. She still does this, I don't know, I didn't know. It's like, what do you mean you didn't know? You've worked here for 2 years, what don't you know? I don't understand, like, why you guys aren't going through the next steps, like, when I ask for something, like, because you have enough experience to know that.
I know, but I'm also doing, like, everything for the showroom, all of the clients, all of the write-ups, all of the pulls. Like,
You're doing all of the write-ups. What are all of these other people doing? And they're not...
after Stephanie Voorhees got fired, on top of all of my own work that I have, I was given all of Stephanie Voorhees' work as well. I had to sit there for days and having to, like, pick up the pieces behind her, you know, and, like, I'm one person.
Well, I just want to say that I'm the most important person
I know that.
in this company, and that what I need, it should be a priority.
Then I'll just stop all of this stuff and I'll just do it. It's fine.
Okay. The chapter 1 in the book is called You Are Raised in a Cult.
Mm-hmm.
When I came back from London, it was a bit of a relief to be done with the fashion weeks, but I had a big book waiting to be delivered. I can't believe how many hours a day we work. 6 months ago, I get a phone call from Harper One asking me if I want to write a book for the empowered young woman who want to get into the fashion industry. My book is called If You Have to Cry, Go Outside.
But I'm wondering if we should move it up and if this would make more sense, because we started out with women not being equal, and then we just are going to sort of skip into following your dreams.
When I moved to New York, I had no clue. I floated into New York City in 1987 in a red Toyota Corolla with a check from my father for $2,000, who cried his eyes out and said, "Are you kidding me? You'll never live in that hellhole." But when I got there, I was honest and I worked hard. And, you know, one thing led to another, and I got a job as an assistant in a PR company, and next thing you know, I'm walking Michael Jackson through the Palladium. We're going to the concept of ancient feminine, which is nobody whispers and says, "Hi, it's nice to see you," when they don't mean it. They tell the truth and they fight and they're ruthless, right? I want to teach these girls, you know, like Skinner, don't come to work in the fashion industry. If you want somebody to be like, "Oh, please, thank you, if it's not too much trouble, oh my God, you're a shining star," wrong industry. And when the people, places in my life didn't feel right or correct, I'm out. I think that's good.
Where are we at with this mystery?
With, this
The bar situation.
while Emily was in London, I had been picking up the pieces of the accounts that she was working on, and Ida happened to be one of them.
Who's doing the door check-in tonight?
Skinner, and I need one other person to do it.
I need to just make sure there's tables and tablecloths and enough staff.
Yes. No, because I'm putting in Joanne.
So who's giving you work right now? Emily, Robin, and Michelle, all three of them? Okay.
Between doing all the polls and, like, checking on samples and making sure that things are going out and things are... Yes.
Can I have the list that I gave to you?
Hold on a second. Don't ask her anything right now. What else is on your plate that needs to come off your plate?
The Zedig and Voltaire report. I have to send out their monthly report.
So that should be your first priority out of everything I've heard about right now.
Pablo was sending me showroom appointments.
Andrew, you have. I'm not really using you for anything right now except phone calls, right? Yeah. So just hand that over to him, okay? I'm trying to teach Stephanie how to receive and how to delegate, which is going to be key to her survival. And if she doesn't do it, she'll be killed by the business. The whole thing about this job is being able to learn how to get out of the pressure, move on to the next step, instead of becoming way down it. Then you need to say, "Everybody stop, please talking to me because I'm in the okay?"
I just kind of look at it as, like, constructive criticism, because she's right. Maybe I do need to delegate more.
I just want to know how much time allocation this is taking, because I'd rather just call and tell them we can't give them what they want and they're going to have to wait. We're not making money. We're losing money. People think that I'm hard on Skinner. I love Skinner a lot, you know, and I'm trying to train Skinner to be a winner. You're spending way too much time on this. I've noticed it.
I'm just saying that.
I've been doing this for like 25 years, okay?
Okay.
I'm just trying to get stuff off your desk. Skinner needs to understand that when she does not ask for help or say yes when people actually offer to her, that she is not only endangering herself, she's endangering the agency and the clients that we represent. Oh, you are? Hi. Hi, I'm Kelly. Nice to meet you. So I've been given the mission of finding a vibrator for a 47-year-old receptionist at my doctor's office.
Okay.
So maybe we should just get her a whole kit. Here's like a Sex Toys 101 kit. I went to my doctor the other day. The receptionist asked, did I know what a rabbit was? And I was like, yes, I know what a rabbit is. So you put your headphone on.
And it vibrates to the beat of the music.
What? So this is a country station. Whoa, hip-hop seems to be the way to go. The receptionist just told me that she hadn't had sex in 9.5 years and asked me if I'd ever used a vibrator, that I look like the kind of person who would use a vibrator, and do you think that you could go buy one for me? I was like, you want me to go buy you a vibrator? She goes, I'm embarrassed.
That's where the chance least infection.
I think if you're gonna get your first time vibrator, I think the rabbit's really the way to go.
Yeah, the kit is nice because it comes with lube and the batteries.
Do you have organic lube too?
We do.
One of my employees wants me to buy it for him.
I would recommend
What?
this one.
I do a lot of kooky things just to try to keep the spirit going at People's Revolution. So as a surprise, I'm getting Andrew a special little gift for his blind date. This is where I could actually be making a huge management mistake because Andy Serrano, I said, hey, I'm going to Toys and Babeland. Does anybody need anything? And he screamed out the lube. And I just don't know because no one ever gave me a handbook on the rules of running a fashion PR company, if this is acceptable or not acceptable, but I am bringing it back to him. Fashion Week's over. Now it's time to get back to some of the things that make People's Revolution fun. Like, we like to pull pranks on each other, and we like to totally upset the apple cart.
I have a feeling it's going to be a big success.
I have a million things to do, and freaking out about everything has to stop happening.
Well, then maybe I shouldn't work here.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Andrew, here's your lube. You're not Andrew Serrano. I guess this wouldn't be too appropriate to hand off to a new intern.
Special delivery?
It's a lubricant. He asked for a lubricant. And I'm Kelly. One of my employees wanted to know lube. The way I see it is I'm promoting sexual liberation and healing.
Andrew does have a date coming up.
I put a lot of thought into what kind of lube to get for you.
I really haven't gone on a date in probably about a year and a half. So I'm going on a blind date and, you know, hopefully see what happens.
It's a $28 lube. It's like no joke.
I hope he's cute.
All right. You're going to make your own food so Mommy can finish her work.
Yes, I am.
The book is getting toward its deadline, but it's like being pregnant. I feel like this baby's never going to be born. And I'm starting to get desperate because I'm tired. And I know that we have to push and we have to really get it done.
So what about your job at that time?
It was the late 80s in 1991. I mean, we're talking, this is 1990, 91 in New York. The only thing I had to do was to work and party. This is like the last part of the last great club world. And it's like we woke up, we worked, we all went out to dinner, and we all went clubbing till 3 or 4 in the morning every night. But a lot of the people that I met in those days, you know, we were young, we were rich, we were shallow, we were skinny, we were pretty, we were powerful, we were well connected. You know, when I go after everything in my life with the same fervor. If you want to be ball-busting power girl, you have to be very strongly driven. So the only way to survive in this business is to not get taken down by it, right? I basically would work alone during the day doing PR and go out at night to nightclubs where I'd see people and like Eric kiss them and say hi and hear about like how fantastic this was and did you hear about that and oh yeah, where are you going, Capri, blah, blah, blah. PR girls have a reputation for being calculated, being strategic. They're in the power game. They like it. If you want to make it in this business, that's what you have to be.
Were you also questioning like the value of hard work and like whether you even wanted a career?
You know, I had no life experience at all. And like I was suddenly being given a big basket of life experience. I certainly was burning the candles on both ends, you know. I ended up living upstairs in my office, you know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Here?
No. This is a long time ago.
Who's working on the show wraps? Because I don't want you working on that. An intern can do it. So why don't you just pass it over to an intern?
Because there's no interns. Like, there's 2.
It's just, I don't want you always having to do everything. So,
I know, but at the
if
same
you
time,
don't
there's
direct
no
somebody
one.
else to do it, it's not going to get done. The reports that I was waiting for were from Fashion Week, and they were somewhat past due, and I just wanted to get them out of the way so that we can move on to the next thing. We said that we're going to get them done because the shows happen, and I thought they were done, and they're not. So, what I need to know is, are they set up and saved on the server?
Yes, they're not saved on the server. They're all set up. They're on my desktop because I was working on them myself. Wrap reports are basically just a whole report of everything that happened surrounding events. And, like, they're just really time-consuming.
It's just like, get it done. I don't get what the delay is on everything.
Well, the delay is that there's one person working on everything.
Yeah, but
And
just,
for over a
that's
week,
why I've said, I know, but that's why I've said a million times, take things one by one, get them done, and get it off your plate.
I know, but every minute, priorities are shifting. 1 minute I'm told, that's not a priority.
Okay, well, that's why I'm here directing.
I'm already overwhelmed and overworked, and there's certain ways that I really don't like to be talked to.
Here's the deal. I need you to look at me and stop looking at your computer right now.
What?
We have certain clients that are priority. We need to be servicing them. We need their report.
I know, but that's not all that needs to be done, because at the end of the day, I have Robin asking me, where's this, where's that, why aren't you pitching this, why aren't you pitching that? Like, I'm not just sitting here working on reports all day. I'm doing the job of, like, 5 people,
So I'm really sorry that, like, your report's not finished.
I'm just send me all the reports and I'm gonna take them on, okay?
I'm just saying, like,
Please stop arguing back to me. Can I talk for a minute?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, go ahead.
So, alternative, fine. Zadig and Voltaire. We need their report. No, Skinner, we have to sit and talk about this.
I don't want to do
Please,
this right now.
we need to talk because I need to know what
I know,
needs to
but
be done.
I don't want to do this. I don't. Like,
Can we just go one by one and talk about the clients and what needs to happen? Because this
I
emotions
don't.
and the
I'm
freaking out about everything has to
okay.
stop happening.
Well, then maybe I shouldn't work here.
Emily doesn't get it. Like, none of us have slept in probably, like, you know, over a month. And poor Stephanie Skinner got the blunt force of Emily being a bitch.
I have a million clients, Skinner. You need to
So
tell
do
me what's
I.
going on.
I have a million things to do, and every 5 minutes it's never good enough. It's never this
It's
enough.
not.
No,
Stephanie.
and I don't like. Can I please go outside? Please.
No, can you just sit down? Like, all I'm trying to do is figure out what needs to be done. Like,
I understand
all of
but
this
every
is
5
so
minutes,
unnecessary.
Every 5 minutes, it's an attack. I'm getting attacked on
It's
every
not an
level.
attack. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. This is up.
She's like, you're taking everything too personally, and all you're doing is freaking out and this and that. I'm like, yeah, I'm overwhelmed. I'm one person, and every 5 minutes you're turning to me being like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? That's not a priority. This is a priority.
I just felt like really like underappreciated. And so I told Kelly, I'm like, I feel like every 5 minutes I'm defending my job and I'm defending why I'm even working here.
And she's like, I have all these clients that have to be serviced, and no one's being serviced. And I'm like, I can't do all the reports, all the pitching, all of this, all of that, and then have you turn and attack me.
I just really felt like, why am I here?
And I just don't appreciate being talked to, like, as if I've never even worked here, as if I'm like some kid off the street. Like, this is bull.
So Skinner calls me freaking out. This transition of being the fresh-faced girl off the boat from Chicago to the fashion publicist has taken a lot out of her. And I don't want her to be a casualty of the business. Skinner has some really good qualities that could make her a great publicist, and I want her to soar. But I also want her to have a life. And she doesn't right now, you know? She doesn't. And it's like, I feel like she's given enough of herself now that she has to get, you know, part of herself back.
Hello? Kelly, I can't even tell you. Like, I just can't even take it.
I try not to get too emotional, especially about interaction with employees and things that are going on, because for me, it's like, if you get too emotional about things, that's where problems start.
It's so ridiculous. All of this, like, losing it and the emotion of things, and she just keeps defending herself, and I'm like, it's driving me crazy.
Emily's a really good publicist, and there's a lot that Skinner can learn by watching her.
All I want is the report so that I can send them to my clients. That's it.
You know, it's a tough business, and you have to just roll with the punches.
I don't want her to quit, but, like, I can't work like this. Okay. Bye. Oh, the drama.
They're out of tequila.
No way.
More people coming, and there's nothing for them to drink.
I was a little stressed out. Some of the editors were starting to leave.
Who's this guy?
Some tank mustache stud checking us out.
I'm gonna find you the perfect boyfriend.
Yo, let's just hit on this one right here. Yeah, he's kind of cute, right? Oh, he's photographing something.
Who are you shooting for? For yourself? What's your name?
Derek.
I like your tattoos.
Oh, thanks. That's good. Who's Brenda? My mom. That's sweet. She paid for it, actually.
Your mom paid for your tattoo?
Yeah, in Vegas.
Do you want to show us your artwork sometime? Do you want to come see Andrew and us, and you can show us what you do?
I'm a musician, actually.
Oh, really? What do you play?
Guitar.
When's your birthday? Gemini?
Aquarius.
Oh, that's a nice sign.
My girlfriend is.
She doesn't like it? Well, I think it's a good sign.
Thank you. It was nice to meet you.
Nice meeting
I'll be
you.
in touch. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem with this city. Everybody looks gay, but
I
nobody
thought
actually
he was
is.
gay.
So Kelly called me back, and she told me to talk to Emily and reprioritize what I'm working on. If I want to stay there, like, that's what I have to do. You know, I kind of just have to, like, bite my tongue and go, you know, and we still have the INA event, so, like, I do want to, like, get this all, like, sorted and, like, put it behind us and just move on.
Okay. So I'm going to reprioritize with you.
Why don't you make a list really quickly of everything that you feel like is on your list of things to do?
Skinner actually had, like, her, like, melt down into, like, puddle of Skinnerdom. But now, like, she understands that, crying and running away. It wasn't really productive.
Genetic denim, what needs to
I'm
be
doing their wrap and their monthly.
Okay. You can wait on their monthly reports. Why don't you try to get them done by Thursday?
Okay.
When you're overworked, overwhelmed, overtired, you know, sometimes emotions do break down. And I think it's a little harder to control that maybe for Stephanie. And, you know, the way that I do things is I finish one task and then move on to the next one so that I don't feel like it's like a daunting thing that you have so many things to do. Why don't we have Andrew Serrano take that over?
Okay.
Okay, so that is your list.
Okay.
It's really not that bad. You just have to look at everything and go one by one.
As far as like the whole Emily situation, I don't know, it's kind of like fighting with your sister. I mean, it sucks how it happened, but, you know, not everything's a walk in the park.
Feel better? Okay.
So tonight my friends were like, you're hot, go on a date. So I'm going on a blind date. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah? Thanks for coming out tonight. I know blind dates are kind of weird.
Yeah, I've never been on one before.
Me either, yeah. So here's a menu. Am I looking for a boyfriend or a husband? Probably not. But I'm looking for somebody just to, like, you know, date around and have fun. So I have this weird game that I play on all my first dates. So I'm going to say a word. And I want you to tell me, like, what you think about what the first thing that comes to mind is.
Okay.
Sunglasses.
Peach.
Fork.
Spork.
What's a spork? Like your...
Some people like to call it a foon.
Okay. Banana.
Sexual education class.
Okay. Dildo.
Wood.
Lube. And time for more alcohol. Thank you. It went from being like normal talk to, of course, sexual, which I don't really know how that happened, but that's life. Okay, your turn.
Where's like your favorite spot?
Right.
Hey, it's for dinner.
Oh my god. Shut up.
Hi, Kelly.
Oh my god.
Nice to meet you.
There's my boss and her assistant walking in on my date. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I was mortified. Why are they trying to barge in and ruin it for me? I'm trying to get laid.
How's the date going?
It was going fine.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Now that my boss and her assistant are here.
We ruined it when we showed up to eat all your focaccia.
Just so you know, he's
My
not my
boss
assistant,
is-
he's my boyfriend.
Okay, well.
Cat's out of the bag.
Whatever works.
Andrew Makamo and I, we were thinking about what we could do to entertain ourselves, which was to just go crash Serrano's date.
Isn't it nice to have a little relief from each other?
It's not bad. I enjoy
Like,
it.
when you date one of my employees, you get the whole group.
If it was me and I was on a date and somebody else's boss walked in, I'd probably be a little weirded out.
Why don't you ask me how my day was?
That's her.
Would you like to tell us about your day?
Yeah, I started
Except
out.
for what you did for me.
You're not Andrew Serrano. It's a lubricant. He asked for a lubricant.
I won't say anything unless you want me to.
Serrano, aka Tandrew, was pretty surprised when we showed up. I don't think he thought it was so funny. I mean, we didn't really care what he thought anyway. We meet everybody's dates at People's Revolution. You know, like, we're kind of do the stuff that brothers and fathers used to do, but they seem to not do it anymore. And we make that pretty clear to all the love interests at People's Revolution that we are looking out for them. And if these people play tricks on any of our kids, then they're in trouble.
It was nice meeting you.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Nice to meet you. Very sweet. Oh my God, you should be thankful we came for a visit. What if it was horrible?
I couldn't do it more awkward if you wanted it to.
Oh my god, I can't believe my boss showed up to my blind date. Oh, I'll drink some more and be okay.
I couldn't sleep because I thought no one's going to come. And then by 3 o'clock in the morning, I couldn't sleep because then I thought too many people were going to come. I had a hard time last night.
Ina's store is a designer shop. Everyone in New York wants to have a designer label and get it for much cheaper, so people go to Ina for that very reason. For this event, we invited people to just come and celebrate the new store and just kind of gathered some fashion editors that cover menswear. There's a bar in the back that's serving tequila if you guys would like some. We were working with Casa Dragones, which is a high-end tequila company that was doing the drinks for the event.
This is like what they call ultra premium.
Yeah, so sweet, like me.
For this event, we basically secured a lot of really important editors, and it's important to make sure that the editors have a really great time.
Hi, what's last name? Martin.
Sipping tequila.
I am sipping tequila.
The best thing is that the party was really crowded, everyone was having a good time, and the tequila was very popular at the event.
They don't really say as much about boy models as girl models.
We're out of tequila.
No way. Oh my god. Let me talk to Stephanie and see what's going on. We're gonna have it up.
Bad because everyone's gonna leave.
Sorry. Excuse me. We're out of tequila.
Really?
Oh, great.
When Emily told me about the alcohol situation, I had this moment of like, oh my god.
She's gonna bring out some Prosecco that they had being chilled, but we're gonna have to see if she has any more.
We reached out to the tequila company and we called them and asked them if they could bring some more tequila over to the event. And so they said, okay, we'll get it there within 15 minutes. In the meantime, I have a lot of work to do.
We're out of the Prosecco also.
Oh, okay. Well, I keep getting told that the tequila is literally nearby.
I have more people coming and there's nothing for them to drink.
At that moment, you just kind of go into emergency mode. Like, oh my God, we don't have anything to serve to our guests.
Would you let me know?
Yes.
Soon.
Let me find out what's going on. Hold on.
I was a little stressed out because some of the editors were starting to leave, and Diana kept asking me, where's the tequila, and are we getting more?
Any sight of bottles of tequila?
No. I just felt like I should be working the event instead of, standing outside waiting anxiously for tequila.
No, we haven't met. Hi.
How are you?
I'm Emily.
I figured I would just make sure that all of the editors met Ina, keeping them busy while more tequila was on the way.
I'd love to introduce you to someone.
Okay.
George Waite from Vanity Fair.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
Of course.
The whole time, I just felt like, how are we going to get out of this?
Farron Krenzel from Nylon.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Emily was basically distracting the editors from the bar.
These are the shirts, and then they have two different coats that are in the window.
I have a lot of respect for Emily. She really, really knows her job, and she's really, really good at it.
Noah Levy from In Touch.
I mean, I definitely feel like there's a lot to learn watching her.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Okay, the tequila crisis averted.
Thankfully, the tequila arrived. I felt much better when it did. I was able to relax a little bit.
Would you like some tequila on the rocks?
Overall, that event was like a success. The client was really happy.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah, it's great. Really great.
At the end of the day, everything with Emily and I worked out, and it was fine.
We did good.
And the event was great, and my rap report was done the next day.
My little skins. Would you like some tequila?
Mary Ellen Martin, one of the most important photographers in the world, agreed to shoot my book cover. It's kind of like going to Rembrandt and saying, could you help me paint my bedroom?
Don't squish your face.
It was pretty amazing when I finally finished the book. The last thing to do is go shoot a book cover. Mary Ellen Martin, one of the most important living photographers in the world, and she agreed to shoot my book cover. It's kind of like going to Rembrandt and saying, could you help me paint my bedroom?
Slightly this way. Now, eyes looking in there.
The whole goal was that I take a picture that could end up on the book cover, and the book company wouldn't be embarrassed by it, and I wouldn't be embarrassed by it, because I don't normally photograph well, and we all know that. I don't look good on camera, I don't look good on television, and I make no effort to look good either. I feel like it's just real to just be yourself.
Which do you like better of her? This is more sunny, I think.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I know, technically thinner, and I appreciate that. Mary Ellen is amazing. She's one of the few women that I actually look up to and respect in the world.
Okay, I got this. Let's do you and Ava.
You look so pretty. I'm really happy that I wrote the book that I wrote, because I spend so much time with these young women who just feel like they have to do what their parents want them to do. So as you're saying hello to your dreams, you're saying goodbye to what you were programmed to believe in. And this is the journey that we're all on together.
Where are you going to sign your book when you have it?
The first book I'm going to sign, is going to be to you. And so if you ever forget all the things that I taught you, most of it's right in here. Love, Mommy. This book is also for Ava. Everything I do for Ava. Because I want Ava to have the best life that I can give her. Here, I'm trying to do things over my head. Hands down low. I want to see your hands. Hands down low. I want my daughter's thoughts to be her thoughts. I want her feelings to be her feelings. You know, I want Ava to be creative, and I want her to learn how to trust and listen to herself. That means I want my daughter to be autonomous. I want her to be the empowered young woman. That's what I want for her.
As much as you can.
Okay.
Towards your sea leg.
Next time on Kell on Earth, you're not going to be helpful to anybody when you burn out and you walk out of the office, okay? And it's not okay.
Hi, this is Andrew calling from People's Revolution.
Today was a really important day for Andrew. He had a lot of things to organize.
It's my fault. The paper thing just happened this morning.
I'm not happy.
Except in the email, I need the address and everything on Friday. Read the email.
As Robin's assistant, she just has no patience for me at all.
No, we're not using our UPS number, Andrew. We're
I
using...
gave them this Camilla and Mark information.
No, not Camilla and Mark's. We're using Allure magazines. They sent it to us, Andrew.
I really want to make it work, but I don't know how much more abuse I can handle. Just can't.
For more information about Kell on Earth, visit BravoTV.com.